Alright guys, we're in chapter 13, section 2. We're doing matrices. Matrices aren't too bad. Here's the definition of a matrix. A matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers in rows and columns, okay? Here's the example of a matrix right here, okay? It's got the brackets, okay, and all of our data and information in the middle, okay? You see rows and columns, and you're probably like, what does that have to do with this? Okay, the rows are your up and down set of numbers, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 rows here, okay? 4 rows, and then columns are how many sections that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 4 rows and 5 sections. Okay, so this would be a 4 by 5 matrix, okay? 4 by 5 matrix, this one right here, okay? Rows are how many rows we got. Columns are how many sets of numbers that we have, okay? This is real simple, it's not real hard. These can get real hard as you get older because there's so many different ways that you can get data and solve it and find it, but today it's real simple. So like looking at example 1, it says state the dimensions of each matrix. The dimensions mean, like I said up here, this was a 4 by 5 matrix, okay? You see how many rows you have, put an X symbol, that means by, and then how many columns you have, okay? So, for example, how many rows do we have here? You got 1 row, right? We don't have any other rows down here. How many columns do we have? We got 3. So we got a 1 by 3 matrix right here. 1 row by 3 columns. Okay? Looking at example B. This matrix has 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and it only has 2 columns. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix, okay? It's really simple. Now we're gonna do example 2, and it's actually putting information into the matrix from just given data, okay? So if A equals 3, -4, 7, -1, 6, and 0, B, all that information, C, all that information, find each sum, okay? So example A is A plus B. So we're finding a matrix A plus B. So that's taking this matrix and adding it to this matrix, okay? So the reason that it's important to know the rows and columns is for right here when we're solving these, okay? So the first thing we're gonna add the things that are alike, okay? We're gonna add row 1, column 1 from A to row 1, column 1 to B, okay? So 3, because it says plus, if it says A minus B, we'll be subtracting. 3 plus 7 is 10, so that's our first point. -4 plus 4, okay, which is still going to be -4 minus 4 is -8. 7 plus -2, which is 7 minus 2, is 5. -1 plus 1 is 0. 6 plus 6 is 12. 0 plus -3 is still -3. So we still end up with how many rows? 1. How many columns? I'm sorry, we end up with 2 rows by 3 columns. So we still end up with a 2 by 3 matrix. But the reason, if we had a test, okay, the reason that we're doing this is, say on your test, I would say, okay, find A plus B for me. I would give you this data. And then the next question would be, in your answer, okay, what number is on column 2, row 1? Okay, that would be 0. What number is on row 1, column 3? 5, okay? It's just another set of dimensions. It's really, really simple, okay? And then you do B the exact same way. You add B to C. But if you do notice something, B and C are not the same matrix like this one and this one is, okay? This is a 2 by 3 matrix, 2 by 3, and this is a 2 by 2, okay? So when we get to this and we try to add them together, you can't do it because they aren't the same matrix, okay? When you get into a multiplying matrix one day, which you will, okay, you can do that. But you can't add things. It's basic math. You can't add things that aren't alike because for column 3, this one doesn't have a column 3, okay? So there's just going to be no answer for this one for B plus C, okay, if you don't have them alike. So remember that when you move into doing your example problems. Example 4, really simple as well, okay? It says if T, which is our 3 by 2 matrix, then find 3T, okay? So basically that means we're multiplying 3 into every single one of these matrices. Every single column and row of this matrix, which is really simple. They went 3 times -4, they got -12. 3 times 0, 0. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2, 6, and all the way down. This is really simple. It's not real hard. Don't overcomplicate it. You do on page 718, you got example problems 18 through 22. I gave you instructions of how to do it, but if you need any help, please let me know.